Hey, the tour went well, I take it.
Shoulder doing all right? Sure.
Hope you got more of a fight in you today.
Sure. Feeling better? I guess.
Welcome to
We trust in the legacy. But it is hard some days. You will return when the task is done.
You ready for guard duty?
Yeah. Once all said and done,
Remember how we lost half the flotilla during the voyage, right?
You make a good point there. When we return home, how will we explain what happened here?
It is for the diviners to record and interpret these events.
You say the same thing about your breakfast.
Do you doubt the wisdom and rank of the diviners?
No, I believe in wisdom. You've seen diviner Nereus lately?
Hey, about yesterday. We're okay, right?
No, I believe in the wisdom of the legacy.
so once all said and done, you think we might return here?
Remember how we lost half
Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
Even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Better get everyone in the control room, so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Oh, before I forget, I watered those plants for you.
Oh?
I just know they meant a lot to you, and, well...
There you are. Well done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. how you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
a second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the Proving Lab after Far Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta in Gaia's location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
So, Eric... was he always a blood...
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What, like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Okay.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving my past is always more than once I've lost it. I see Liz's dream fulfilled.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will.
This must be from the cool route. Between the Rockbreaker and the Slitherfang, Regalla really wrecked the arena. I'm glad her rebellion is finally over. Now Hekarro and his people can move forward.
The more I learn about the old ones, the less different they seem from the people of today.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regalla's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure...
As you say. You have more than earned my trust.
Think you're ready to put all your training...
I am Tenakth. I am all...
You nervous about the mission?
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
I'll do my best. Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would... I bet people are curious about that.
None more than our Quen ally. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build, hoping that would satisfy her.
Good luck with that. What did Chief...
You spilled there was...
Well...
Indeed.
Your people...
The visions tell us that the Ten and leapt into battle from the... For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, like the deeds... So?
I won't lie.
I can only imagine.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. Even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intent. It was exile. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time.
I have to go.
Understood.
Aloy. You flew? Kotallo told me. And took out Regala's machine? You know what? I don't even know why I saw we have visitors and a new... Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost.
Oh, and I wanted to give you this. I didn't really know what to give you, so I asked Zoe what you might like.
Thanks, Alva. You sure you're okay? I know things must be happening.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were... Why not a few...
Guess the more the merrier. I hope our new...
This Sylens... He's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith.
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to... He refuses to dole out his secrets to us, lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm?
Our... spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her. Probably both.
Have you looked through the data?
There is much to sort, but I believe we'll be able to... And I've given more thought to everything we've... The Overseers would have us, but Pharaoh wasn't. His greed led to machines that the archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed. So, when we learned that Eileen had a hand in covering, I started to think they were all the same. But, in the end, the truth isn't a straight line of ink on... It's a splatter, smudged. I wish more Quen could see that. Instead of... or twisting the truth to...
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers. As Eileen said, it's easier to believe the... But it's worth fighting for. And this diviner, at least, won't settle for any... I'll be ready.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always... But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. Modest success. Perhaps I'm willing to be...
Okay, so your big plan. Everything you've been manipulating for the last... Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades, then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon, and to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed...
Did you have an actual question, or are you still...
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault. The casualties would be extreme, and I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed—
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way, and more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon.
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of— Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is now—
Why create the Sons of— You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades and the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, all while remaining—
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Carja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier?
Yes. Exceedingly so. All Regalla craved was war, against the Carja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean.
Our entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Alright, Silence. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it...
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
You know, we've never played Machine Strike together.
Oh, no. I got enough trouble with Kotallo, always kicking my ass.
Who says I'm any good at it?
Hey!
Wish I could say we don't need them.
Yeah.
Right. You,
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. I guess Silence is key.
I was hoping you'd give me an excuse.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one? After everything he's done?
Sure. Doesn't look like...
Yet. So, I've been busting my balls trying to learn...
Don't worry.
Looking forward to it.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with...
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong. Turns out it really is.
I better get going.
Oh, you know...
Aloy. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave... I was half expecting you to burst in through this...
Sorry to disappoint. Ready to head over to the...
Whatever comes?
You look like you've...
We're going to war soon, and war is something I promised myself, but... Every voice I hear... It makes me realize just how much life was given, fighting for that gift. If we fail...
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there.
I don't know what you're... Have you talked to...
Erend and I tried speaking, but apparently our... tribal prattle is...
Charming, isn't he? How's Erend doing?
For a moment there, he thought, but he never truly succumbed to... Guess that Oseram's stubbornness...
Thoughts on our new Zenith?
I'd say she smells like death, but even... She's more like a cold piece of metal. Bent on...
She's... How to go with the chorus?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the map. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head, but of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our... To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly...
I'm glad. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them. I have to...
I'll make sure Aaron...
Thanks.
What is it?
You were in the middle of...
Varl and I were playing. We said we'd... You, I don't think I can just... Here goes nothing. Let's see what you got. Let's see. All yours. Oh. Thank the forge you hit an armored spot. What should I do? Off the board they go. Your turn. And it's out. That one's a goner. My turn. You're up. Ah! I knew you were going for the weak spot. There it goes. And they're gone. I'm done. Time to make a move. I'm done. Okay, I can do this. That's a win for me. I'm sure Varl would have appreciated you taking his side, though. Thanks for doing this with me. Let's do this. All yours. Time to make a move. You're up. Taking a gamble, huh? Let's see what you got. And it's out. What should I do? There it goes. Your turn. Oh, that's not where I want that piece to be. Okay, I can do this. And they're gone. That one's a goner. Off the board they go. My turn. All yours. Let's see. I'm done. And it's out. Let's see. Your turn. What should I do? Let's see what you got. I think Varl would have appreciated the win. Thanks for doing this with me. Guess we're done playing.
Oh, and I'll let you know if I find out anything more about the Sons of Prometheus.
Same here.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? Gotta hold tight in this lane. Line for now. Got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time. When I see her. Watchtower on that ridge across the valley. Looks like a long climb to get up there. Where we part ways. One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna. Okay. I think that's the last lens. I should trade with...
Aloy!
About the other day. I know you and him don't get on, but just watch your language when you're with him.
Have you heard him speak to me?
He's a bit gruff.
Is that what I think it is?
Now you've got all your lenses.
My pops would be sad they're tearing down those towers. But he'd be happy these lenses were spared. Many thanks to you, Aloy. Oh, here. What I owe you. Now, this has truly been a profitable endeavor for the both of us.
So what are you gonna do next?
I'm taking these back to the claim. Ankle's all better, and I miss the stench of soot in the air.
Let's hope you don't find any more opportunities on your way there.
No promises. Good luck, Aloy.
Sorry. I take one little dose and that damn Forge woman spits fire at me. What did you expect? Velma doesn't take any slackers. I wasn't slacking.
Oh, hi!
I put my back into my work. But sometimes you need a short break. Well, you got a long one.
Oh, the hammer! You can fly?
Aloy! Oh, your timing couldn't be better. Over here! Aloy! Oh, this is a grand day. Greatness is in the air. Or, will be soon.
Greatness, huh?
Behold, I call it Morland's amazing elevating orb, inspired by the floating spheres the Banuk use for their clan contests. When aloft, this grand construction will be a spectacle henceforth unseen by the eyes of the living. Aside from your arrival. Unburdened by gravity, it'll be a floating beacon, drawing people from great distances to our destination of wonders and amusement.
Except?
We're missing one key piece. A mechanical burner. Small, magnificent design, old world ingenuity at its peak. We found it when we opened up more of the ruins below and discovered numerous statues of strange winged serpents. One such statue had the burner in its mouth. Oh, no doubt part of some ancient fire-filled spectacle. Oh, Aloy, it's perfect for the orb. But a swarm of burrowers chased us out before I could grab it. Could you get it? Please?
Okay, Morland, you got me. I'm curious. I'll get it for you.
I knew I could count on you. Okay. Head down to where we fought that Tide Ripper after you drained all the water. When you get down there, head right and look for a room to the side. The statue you want is up high, looming like a nightmare.
Got it. I'll see what I can do.
Stupendous. Thank you. I await your return.
Don't throw good shards after bad.
She's my sister, not an investment. Tell me. Ah, Red. Just who I need.
You know her? Great. Then tell her that going out there is a bad bet.
Well, you tell him he better crank out what he knows before I pummel him in.
Whoa. Slow down, Della. What's going on?
It's my sister, Boomer. She ran off into the desert. We had a fight. I told her we'd discuss it in the morning after we both had time to cool off. But when I woke up, she was gone. And Spectacles over here was the only one to see her leave. But he refuses to tell me which way she went.
You can't go striking off into the desert. You'll get lost. And if thirst doesn't kill you, the Vanishing Dread will. You know what happened to the Delvers who went out there last? No, you don't. No one does, because they didn't come back.
Well, what about my sister? She's out there all alone.
Maybe she's a sunk cost.
I'm asking you, Red. Help me find her.
What's the Vanishing Dread?
That's what Stemmer calls the machine that stalks the sands out there. Sometimes you'll see it in the distance. A stationary blur of metal. It'll stay like that for hours. And then the next time you look, gone. Like it was never there.
But what kind of machine is it?
Don't know. No one's ever gone close enough to find out. A few of those delvers went out there once, but all they found was a bunch of sand dunes. But I don't care what it is. It's not gonna stop me from finding my sister.
The argument you had with Boomer? What was it about?
Well, it started out as the same old spark and boom. I found her tinkering with one of my prototypes, trying to add explosives, as usual. And when I reminded her that the last time she did that, she nearly burned the whole place down, she just looked at me and shrugged. Then we got into this whole scorched out mess about why we had to leave Chainscrape and come out here. And why, for the love of the Forge, she has to blow everything up.
And what did Boomer say?
Well, that's the thing. She didn't say anything. She just sat there, ignoring me. And then, when I woke up in the morning, she was gone. She's never done that, but knowing her, she's gonna get into some kind of trouble out there, and that's why I need to find her.
What brought you and Boomer out west?
That.
An explosive?
Well, you know how Boomer is. Heard about a caravan striking out west after some passage got reopened.
But why come out here? You could have gone anywhere.
Can't really go back to the claim, and anywhere else, at least out here, there's less chance of collateral damage. Besides, this place is gonna be a destination. Dad always said, get in early.
If you think I can be bribed, know that I only take shards up front. No credit.
Maybe we got in too early.
If Boomer's lost,
I'm coming with you. All this...
But you'll die.
Where did you last see her?
I suppose if you're with her, the odds of survival do go up. I thought I saw her heading towards the metal arches east of here.
Then that's where we'll start. I'll meet you at the arches.
Okay.
No, we all know who did that.
That's not her. Can't.
Good choice for someone of your reputation.
You ride machines, right?
Well, apparently not the only.
Leave it all back home.
Nope. There. Reclusive bunch. And even
It's high time you made up your
there's not
mind.
much to be gained.
So let's hear it.
Despite what I said before. On your way, then.
Hello.
Trail was tough. The walls of life.
Got somewhere to
Not
be.
so much.
Sorry.
Still don't know what land.
Norlands.
Our heroine returned to the teller of tales, who smiled
Stemmer.
as a new dream dawned for the adventure. They returned to the depths of the formerly sunken city, where fortune was found behind every as a bulging keg burst. That is, we broke our way into more of the ruins below. The wordsmith beheld a glimmering gizmo, a wonder among a sea of wonders. Alas, the gizmo lay beyond his grasp.
You saw some kind of gizmo but couldn't get it?
A door bars the way. Locked, Moreland contemplated explosives, but for once, the shard counter's skepticism might be. The old wordsmith's hopes were dashed, until a friend with a knack for performing the impossible returned from beyond the sands. Might I persuade you to venture beneath the desert once more?
I'll see what I can do.
Once you're down there, take a ride at the statue of the giant man. The ruin rests beside a metal. And so our heroine went forth, and the wordsmith's hopes went with her.
Something wrong with your knee?
You ride machines, right? Past Thurless old shop and tripped over one of his good wires.
Please tread carefully down here.
At least I don't have to swim down anymore. Nope, that's not the one I need. Okay. There's the giant statue that Stemmer mentioned. The ruin should be nearby. A rush of air. This looks like the place. No burrowers, though. And that must be the statue. Okay, I gotta find a way up there. It's too far away. Get to the upper level. Maybe I can find something to stand on. There's a crate in that room. But how to get to it? The vent. This could be useful. Okay. Gotta get higher up to reach the statue. Now to get the burner. Made it. Whoa! Well, I got the burner. Better take it back to Moreland. Burrowers. Might have been the ones that attacked Moreland. Okay, Burrower's down. Owen and his crew don't have to worry about them anymore. Next stop, Moreland's amazing elevating orb. The Gizmo Stem was after should be inside. I think I'm in the right place. Now, where's that Gizmo? There. That must be the Gizmo. Looks like this door needs a code to open. I should check around the ruin, see if I can find anything that might help. Oh, they haven't found me yet. What's in here? Huh. So the Gizmo's actually... called an ornament. Found one of these in another ruin. It sounds like there are more out there. And it looks like there's part of a code. Might be for the door. I better keep looking around. Maybe I can find the rest of it. A hatch. Might lead to another part of the ruin. But how to get to it? There's an opening at the top of the fence. Could be a way in, if I can find a way to get up there. Those crates could help me reach the opening at the top of the fence. Maybe there's a way to pull the top crate off. There we go. There. Should be able to reach the opening now. Made it. I won't budge from this side. Let's see where this leads. Oh, I'm back outside. What else is up here? Onto that. More of a ruin in there. Looks like the ornaments were part of something called the Knights of Lights holiday promotion? A way to celebrate old world holidays by changing the holograms above ground? But how? Another part of the code's here too. I should have what I need to open the door. Nope, that's not it. I don't think that's the code. That didn't work. There we go. I'm in. Got it. Time to head back up to Stemmer. Maybe we can figure out how to make this thing work. An image from the old world. Looks like part of the city inside the dome. to its job. Ah! Ah! I think the image was taken from somewhere above ground level. Maybe there used to be a bridge around here? I'll gather these while I can. I'd better tend to my wounds before moving on. I can get a good view of the city from this overhang. Maybe I should try to line up the image here.
it is.
Get a good glide in.
I'll knock you, but I'll take care of what you want. Your compassion warms my forge.
If you've got strike pieces, I've got the board.
This in a straight line.
He's really that bad?
You seen those Tenard writing machines?
As our herald, the Nora returned, but did she bring tidings of triumph or misfortune?
I got the gizmo, and it's not the only one I found. Here.
The old wordsmith, a keen spark in his eye and gratitude in his heart, held aloft the gizmo that had eluded him.
It's called an ornament, actually. Part of a set. I think there are more scattered in ruins beyond the desert. I might be able to track them down.
And so the mystery of the ornament deepened. For what purpose were these trinkets designed?
Something called the Knights of Lights holiday promotion. It's a way the old ones celebrated special occasions, I think.
Like feasts?
Kind of. I think a holiday marked a seasonal event?
And so does every feast in the claim. There's the Feast of the First Keg, the Feast of Fermentation, the All Hops Feast.
All about ale, huh? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Anyway, these ornaments could supposedly change the lights above ground, but I'm not sure how.
I recognize this marking. Saw the same on a little device we unearthed. Here.
It might be able to turn on the lights.
Time to find out. Which one should I try first?
This one seems good.
I hope Abaddon is ready for this. As sure as sparks kindle flame, this must have been some kind of winter festival. But what kind of beast is that? Almost looks like a fang horn. Let me know if you find any more of those ornaments. I wonder what other holidays the old ones celebrated. Good to see you again. So,
let's go with this one.
I'll get right to it. This must have been the Feast of the Crescent Moon. But they couldn't have celebrated every crescent moon, could they? By the Forge, that'd be a lot of feasts.
3 months.
So she entered once more, our heroine, whom all adore. So, what can I do for you?
Let's see this one.
You got it. Beneath the cascade of golden leaves, the old wordsmith found himself reflecting inwards, a meditation of the mind, and a calming of the spirit.
Last time I was this filled with wonder was...
The old... So...
I want to see this one.
And so the wordsmith set out to bring new... Why by the Forge would the old ones celebrate some kind of green leaf?
It's for luck, I think.
Ignoring me again? Not impressed with those lights at all. Could care less. Sure, let's laugh. The desert. Good way of not attracting attention.
You're back! Did you get it? Do you have the device? Oh, please say you do. Oh, we're so close to something truly just majestic.
Here you go, Morland.
Yes! Yes! Thank you. I hope getting it wasn't too much trouble. Oh, this design, it's so compact. The ancients knew how to make them. It should fit the housing like a dream. Just need to cinch up the blaze leads and away we go.
We?
Make the maiden flight without the maiden who played such a vital part? My mother raised me better than that. You should have the honor of seeing the world in a way that no one alive has ever seen it. How about it? Care to take to the skies again? This time in proper Oseram style.
How can I say no to that? What was that?
Nah, nothing to worry about. We have a sturdy tether connecting us to the ground. Pure Oseram craftsmanship. Well, time to give it a little flame. Aha! We ascend! Behold, the world beneath our feet. Ah, the sky at our fingertips.
The burner heats the air inside, which gets lighter than what surrounds it. So we rise.
Indeed. We're powered by hot air. Just like Stemmer. But don't tell him I said that. We are on the cusp of history. The first successful Oseram flight.
There have been other attempts?
Oh yeah! The history of Oseram flights is fascinating. And, you know, violent and frequently incendiary.
I feel like you should have mentioned this before.
Ah, the others failed because their machines were too heavy and complex. They were begging to crash. Not here. Just a pilot compartment, blaze, a burner, the orb, and a tether. Within simplicity, there is perfection. Well, at least, you know, less chance of exploding. You know, if Abaddon were here, he'd be drunk like a wastrel, crippling fear of heights. That said, he gets poetic when drunk. He has evocative rhymes about all his various ledgers. A little-known fact, Oseram poetry started as work songs in forges around the claim. Ah ha ha ha! Just a bit of turbulence. We shall tame these wild skies yet.
This feels like more than turbulence.
For the record, that was not part of the planned aerial experience.
What was that?
Yeah, I think our tether just came undone.
Morland!
That's just a small setback. Nothing to worry about. I can fix this. I can fix it. I can. Grinding gaskets. It's gonna hit us. Stay back! No! Hey, go away! Go! Shoo!
Morland. He's in danger. I have to get to him.
Nope!
Gotta follow his voice. I'm stuck on the other side. I've gotta clear out these machines. Okay, that's the last one. Better check on Morland.
Hold on, Morland. I'll get you out.
Aloy! Great gears you're alive. Would you mind applying a little leverage?
Hey, you alright?
Oh, when that maelstrom hit us, everything fell apart. I remember dropping, and then you tumbled out, and...
It's okay. We're alive.
You know, in terms of Oseram aviation, we're pioneers. And they say it's a cursed field of study.
Do you need help getting back to camp?
Yeah, no, I can make it. But I need to get the burner. It fell off when we were attacked. I mean, I can replace everything else. Except that.
Okay, let's go.
Did you have any idea what hit us? I couldn't get a good look at it in that maelstrom.
Between the screeching and the lightning, it was probably a stormbird.
Woof. Hideous machine. Well, at least it vanished with the storm. Oh. Aloy, would you mind finding a way across? All we need is something to bridge the gap.
My pack's full. I can get it from the stash later. Ah! I think I...
Efficient and effective. Make a fine Oseram. I see it. The burner is right below that stormbird. Yeah. I really need to stop making predictions on what's safe.
Gotta be the same one that brought us down. We'll have to kill it to get the burner. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Could use... against it. Oh, I can definitely find use for this.
It's dead. Steel to my soul. Oh, I think that Stormbird had it in for me. Or really... Aloy, over here. When you have a moment. Steel to my soul. Found it. Just a hairline crack in the casing. Yeah, I can clean that up with a bit of spot welding. Assuming the ground doesn't open up and swallow us, I'm gonna say we're finally safe. Yet again, you risked your life for me and my ambitions. I wish I had Stemmer's words to thank you properly. If it helps, you've inspired me to draft up a new improved orb. Something that unites spectacle and survival.
I'm honored, but I think I'll let Abaddon and Stemmer have the next flight.
You jest, but keep your eyes open. I'll be flying alongside you yet. I'll see you back at the camp. I have so much to think about, so many ideas to explore. Until we meet again, may your tools never break, and may your imagination never find its limits.
You too, Morland. Those curves of metal must be the arches Abaddon mentioned. Della should be waiting for me there.
Scraps. Pull from the arches, most likely.
Boomer's handiwork?
That's my bet, but no sign of Boomer.
Any idea why she'd be...
Probably just wanted to get as far away from me as... During the fight, I snapped at her.
Things you didn't really mean.
Yeah. You know, back in the claim, she'd get into all kinds. Dad always said it was my job to look out for.
We'll find her, Della. Setting it on fire won't help. If Boomer was here, I should be able to pick up her tracks with my focus. There. Tracks. Looks like they lead out into the desert.
What were you thinking, Boomer? Do you have any siblings, Red?
It's complicated.
Tell me about it. It's just... sometimes she can really grate your gears.
This'll break my fall.
Sometimes... most times... I have no idea what's tinkering in that head of hers. But she's all I've got. I just hope we can find her.
We will. Tracks end here, but... looks like Boomer set out some traps around the ruin.
Leave it to Boomer to litter the area with explosives. But where is she?
If we get rid of the machines, maybe we'll find out.
Hey! Just like that! Again!
Ha-ha! Boomer straps came in handy! Sparks to steel. So the rumors you can tame them are true!
Right behind you!
She walks right into that one. nothing.
Let's take a look in the ruins. Maybe we can figure out where she went.
Hit a weak spot.
It's not gonna back down.
This is Boomer's favorite hammer. She always makes a fuss whenever she misplaces it. She'd never leave it behind.
Maybe she had to leave in a hurry when the machines moved in.
Or something worse happened.
Hey, we don't know that. Let's look around. She might have left another trail to follow.
Hold on, Boomer. We're coming.
There. Looks like she headed towards the hills.
Well, let's go.
There's some kind of wreck up on that cliff.
How did Boomer get up there?
Broken ladder. Must have collapsed as Boomer was climbing.
So how are we gonna get up there?
This way.
Right. Scaling a big old cliff.
Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
How you doing, Della? Great. Yeah.
Made it.
What was this place?
I don't know, but it looks abandoned. A shelter. And some kind of device. From Boomer?
Looks like some of the components were stripped.
She must have brought it up here to tinker after the machines moved into her camp back at the ruin.
But where could she have gone from here?
That wreck down there looks promising.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Boomer, is that she can't resist a shiny pile of salvage.
Come on, let's go down and check it out.
Hey, look there. At the base of the wreck.
Tools. Bet she found another spot to tinker. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah, she was working on something here, all right. But where? Boomer?
Gotta finish this!
Boomer! What are you doing?
Too late.
Boomer, what did you do?
Time for some action.
Never mind that now. Here they come!
See, Boomer? This is exactly why I always say not to run off! Walk it off, Red! Yeah! Good hit, Boomer! How many shots till we did it!
Okay, Boomer, what were you thinking? Those machines could have killed you.
Pressure valve, check.
Boomer.
Boom discs, check.
Boomer!
Hey, Boomer.
Yes?
Your sister was really worried about you.
Look, I know you must still be angry, but you can't run off into the desert like that.
I didn't run. And I'm not angry.
You're not?
No. Why would I be angry?
Because of our fight. Because you ran away.
I didn't run.
Well, you left me.
I'd never leave you. You're my sister. I had an idea, so I went to find the parts. See?
A weapon.
This is just the payload carrier. The real secret are the boom discs. Throw one at a machine, slice and dice, and then it comes back until you throw it enough times, and then it goes boom. At least it's supposed to. I can't get it to come back.
Here, let me see. That's why. Pin here's off. Just needs a little cable around here. Done. Here, Red. Give it a try.
No, wait! Try it on the big machine. This way.
And there she goes. So you really didn't leave because of our fight?
No.
But you left camp without telling me.
You were sleeping.
Why didn't you wake me?
You said you didn't want to talk until the morning.
Well, yeah, but I meant about... I didn't mean literally.
What about the big machine?
Let's wait for her.
But the big machine! Told you she'd be back. To the big machine.
How did you find your way to that old ruin?
I saw it when we left Camp Nowhere.
And you remembered how to get there?
Yep.
So what's this big machine we're after?
You'll see. It's just down there.
Well, there's nothing here.
Just watch. Ta-da!
The Vanishing Dread. We'll hang out up here, Red. Show me what you got.
Make it go boom! Oh!
Throw it in!
That was awesome!
Bursting sparks, flying metal, ba-boom!
You okay?
Ever since we left the claim, I figured I could just hammer it into her head to quit it with the explosions. Everything would be better.
And after your fight, you thought you lost her because you were too hard on her.
Turns out I was wrong about that too. She doesn't see like I do. Where I see a problem, she sees a way to blast through it. And I guess that's okay. I wouldn't have gotten her back without you, Red.
Boomer's lucky to have you. As for the weapon...
Keep it. As thanks. You ready to head home? I think I just got a new idea for a prototype we can work on.
With explosions?
Oh, you bet.
Yes! Bye, Red!
you now!
Some of them are still around, even though Regal is out of the picture. They built their camp on their own works. What are they doing here?
Don't let up!
We'll finish this! There is someone!
Did we lose her in the grass?
Get ready for her!
I see you!
Oh! She's fading!
Find whoever's in charge, figure out what's going on in this camp.
I'll get you for that!
Take a look at this place.
Get back!
Made it!
Easy pickings! Got you now! You're mine! Go all out! That'll teach her! You both are with me!
A girl?
Watch out for that crossfire!
Covering fire! No! They need cover!
I held machines down with this. And that hammer. It has an override module like mine. It's different. This is what it's used to override machines. So, if I get rid of it, the holdouts will have fewer of them. That'll make it harder for the holdouts to override any new machines.
Who's sneaking around? I'm not gonna find anything out of it.
All right. I'll put these in my pack.
Hey, Spot!
Hey, Casey, target! Up there!
Oh,
I want you!
Sons of Prometheus. This one has a focus. Figures. How else would they override me? Machines. I better take it. Orders to increase the number of machines being captured and overridden. That is not good. It's an override module, like mine. And it's been altered. Looks like it needs to be inside a machine to work. That's what the equipment outside is for. They pierce through a machine's armor and insert the module to override it. So the rebels harvest ancient corruptors in the area to get override modules. And I'm guessing the Sons of Prometheus modify them to be shoved into machines permanently. Now they have orders to override a lot more of them. That'll be hard with their equipment destroyed. I could go, or I could take out the rest of the rebels. I've dealt with the main threat here either way. Let's hope the focus I found can tell me something useful about the Sons of Prometheus. I should go to my room and check out the focus I found in that rebel camp. Okay, the focus I got from the Sons of Prometheus is encrypted. But with a little effort, I should be able to hack it. There, got it.
Engineer Team Smoke, your request for materials was received and approved. A shipment has been dispatched. We're short on couriers, so we'll leave it for you in the wilds. Don't delay on pickup, the stuff is valuable. Coordinates are embedded in this message. Use it well for the cause.
So the Sons of Prometheus sent supplies to some of their operatives. It might be worth checking out. could look around more before I head out. See what else I can find. For a ride.
What do you think those lights used to be used for? Shows? Decorations?
Dunes might look peaceful, but they hide all kinds of dangers.
Everything okay there, Porgif?
Ah! My steel flame friend, behold!
A box.
My lockbox. After you smashed up that rock breaker in the tunnel, my crew cleared the place out. Found this in the smashed up carts. It was bequeathed to me when my dear ma passed. Never could get the damn thing open, but the lock must have broken off when the rock breaker attacked. Haven't seen its contents at long last. I want Martha to have it. My sister. She could use it more than me.
Hold on. If it was given to you, why couldn't you get it open?
I lost the key. You know how it is with small objects, big hands. Not that you know how it is exactly. I mean, your hands are dainty, of course. No, not dainty. Well forged. That's it.
Porgif.
All right, I stole the box. It was supposed to go to Martha, but I just wanted something of my ma's to remember her by.
So the box rightfully belongs to your sister, and now you want to return it. What was inside that made you change your mind?
Nothing. I just thought she'd want it back. She and my ma were close. Me, well, guess you could say I was always the stray spark.
All right, Porgif. Sounds like you want me to give this box to your sister. Where is she?
That is a good question. I know she was working in Chainscrape last.
Huh. I have a friend there. I can ask her.
Ha-ha! Well forged and well connected.
If I'm in the area, I will try to find your sister. At least to hear her side of the story.
Okay. Well, if you see Martha, tell her I still remember the flying keg.
I bet Petra would know. I can find Marsa? I should pay her a visit the next time I'm in Chainscrape.
What's your problem?
You brought back the embers, right? Well, that's what Stemmer said.
Look at you!
Maybe a strange gizmo. Apparatus? Clockwork device?
Easy there, Red.
These are the coordinates that the Sons of Prometheus sent supplies to. Might be worth taking a look around. It's an ambush. Maybe taking this.
I see you.
I can turn it.
Smashed it right. That cannon was a good guess.
Whoa!
chargers, bristlebacks, claw striders.
See that grass move? That might be her. Got you now. I could use a hand!
Guess I can't be too careful when it comes to these guys. Oh, hello.
Hey there,
Making sparks fly out there?
How are the refugees doing?
They keep to themselves mostly, but they have food and shelter. Some even found work around town. Good thinking, giving them that Stormbird heart.
I'm glad it helped. I hope they can get back on their feet.
I'll keep checking up on them.
Then they'll be just fine. I thought you'd be back.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. And thanks to your handiwork, I got my hands full getting this place into shape.
I guess you
Guess I did.
Has Tolland been giving the refugees any trouble?
Nah. His shop got closed down not long after Ulvin got the boot. So, he cleared out of town. Took his goons with him, too. Good riddance, I say.
Hey, I'm looking for an Osram named Marsa. She might be working here in Chainscrape. Do you know her?
Marsa? Yeah, of course. Tough gal. Puts her back into her work. Not like the drunken louts around here. Why are you looking for her?
I met her brother out west. He asked me to return a family heirloom to her.
Huh. I didn't know Marsa had a brother. Anyway, last I heard she was doing a job out by those old Karja signal towers. Northeast of here.
Thanks. The concession decree Ulvin wanted, what was it exactly? And how would it have helped him?
Big old pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would have put all Osram claims in the Daunt under, even though they're on Karja land. It would have meant that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be no more risk, no more hesitation for a claim to pour in the shards and expand their. And since Ulvin had a stake in all those, it would have made him richer than a scrapper in a junk. Not to mention Chainscrape would have become. So he could have bought enough votes to call himself an elder. He's a sly old badger. I'll get.
Well,
Anytime, Flamehair.
Petra said Porgov's sister should be working around here. I have a feeling she won't be thrilled to hear from her brother. But at least she'll get her lockbox back made of flour. Those vines are blocking the way into the tower. Time to get off. There we go. Marsa?
Yeah? What's it to— Oh, the Nora maid. How do you know my name?
I, met your brother Porguf out west. He asked me to give you this.
My ma's lockbox. That miserable chuff stole this from me. By the forge, he broke the lock too.
Actually, that was from a rock breaker.
Oh, so he's dead then?
No. After he saw what was inside, he wanted you to have it.
Oh, then I guess guilt finally caught up with him. Let's see here. A jewel. Surprised he didn't pocket it for himself. And a letter. It's from my mom. Her last wish was that I make amends with Porguf. That doesn't make sense. Porguf caused her, all the family, so much grief. Always running off to chase easy shards instead of helping Dad at the forge. Why would I want him back in my life?
If Porguf read that letter, then maybe he wants to make amends too. He also asked me to tell you that he remembers the flying keg.
That lug. When we were kids, we used to grab a metal panel and slide down this big hill. But one day, Porguf got the idea to use an old keg. He climbed inside and off he went. Only, he didn't stop at the bottom of the hill. That keg kept rolling with Porguf still inside, right off a ledge. You'd think the keg sprouted wings the way it soared. Then splash! Right into the lake. Thought he drowned for sure. But he lugged himself out, onto the shore, and shouted, "Again!"
Sounds like a good memory.
Think that might be the only time I can remember us not fighting. Just lying there, by the lake, laughing till it hurt to breathe. When you met my brother, did he look okay?
As well as you can expect for someone out in the middle of the desert. You could see for yourself.
Nah. I mean, I heard some folks are headed out that way, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you for bringing me this. Here, for your troubles.
Thank you. If you decide to go, you'll find your brother at a place called Camp Nowhere.
Of course he'd end up nowhere.
Over there! Who is that? Yep.
Going down!
What I heard at the campfire is true. Even with Regalla defeated, there are still outposts with rebel holdouts.
Shoot her!
Only if I get rid of the leader here, the rest will retreat.
No!
I'll get you for that! You hurting yet?
I should check if there's anything with a lock around here.
Move!
Outlander, Phil!
I wonder if this key will open that chest. Some tags here. I should take them to Duca. Without a leader, the rebels should abandon this place. But I could always deal with them now. Either way, I'm done here. These rebels won't be bothering anyone else. Fire could... a lot of damage.
Oh. Yeah, hello there.
What if we buried them in the sand? Boom traps.
But then we might blow up everyone, not just the machines.
What are you two working on?
Red!
We're making boom plans.
We struck a deal with Abaddon when we got back. Turns out this place is gonna need some security for all those machines out there. And when he heard how Boomer's invention helped you take down the Vanishing Dread, we convinced him we were right for the job. Now we just gotta figure out how we're gonna keep the machines away without blowing everyone sky high.
Not everyone. The flying ones are already in the sky.
Sounds like you both have a lot of work ahead of you.
And a place to call home.
Home of the Boomworks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that name.
full of holdouts. I need to take out their leader. I've got a machine locked up below the tower. I might put the blaze in front of it. Free it. Cause some trouble.
You keep firing! Careful! She's back!
About that!
Looks of that armor, that soldier's the one in charge.
You're going down! Finish that machine! Yeah!
There's one passing those tags I keep finding.
She's so fast!
Tags from fallen soldiers. I should get these back to Duka. Without a leader, the rebels should abandon this place. But I can always deal with them. By the way, I'm done here.
I thought she was over here!
This outpost won't be causing any more trouble.
Okay, get my tools ready. We're making some armor.
Rhonda told us to take care of
The locator shows there's another recording in there. Need the right kind of ammo to detonate that. Another outpost full of holdouts, just like I heard. If I take out their leader, the others might not be so keen to stick around. Tags. I should take them to Duka when I can. Without a leader, the rebels should abandon this place. But I could always deal with them now. Either way, I'm done here. Coast is clear. Let's hope it stays that way.
impressed with those lights at all.
Steel Flame! Did you get the box to my sister?
I did. And she told me about the incident with the keg.
So she remembers. Well, I guess that's something. Thanks for letting me know.
Dunes might look peaceful, but they hide all kinds of dangers.
I hope you told Marsa I didn't break the lock on the box.
Yeah, you!
You saw to those renegades in Ucht?
Ugh, if I have to eat more stew one more